Hello everyone, my name is Mayank Pandey, and this is my creative project part 2 of 4. Who is the creative person? So, the first question is, what is creativity, and what is something I did not know about creativity? Well, I'd like to first start with the quote from Edward de Bono. Creativity involves breaking out of established patterns in order to look at things in a different way. Um, there's one excerpt from Brilliant Theo Why Creativity is Important, which I really like. A creative idea can sometimes help us overcome a challenge we may have been facing for a long time. We may come up with a solution to a problem by taking a fresh look at it. Divergent thinking, this is something we even learned in the module, is something that refers to the idea that there are multiple ways to solve an issue. And that is one of the most crucial components of creative thinking, to come up with different ideas, to come up with different solutions, because brainstorming is one of the key assets of creative thinking. Um, the next question was about which myth most surprised me, and it was that you cannot teach creativity. Well, yes, creativity cannot be taught if teaching here means giving children a clear set of rules and instructions on how to be creative. It is not about being, you know, on the guide or sticking to the rules when it comes to creativity. We can nurture creativity on an individual basis. And why it surprised me was because it's all about different aspects. Because all children have the potential to be creative from birth, yet this ability is not manifested in some of them. It requires nurturing, encouragement, and support for it to come out. And the process is really identical to how, like, a farmer or gardener takes care of plants by fostering an atmosphere in which the plants can thrive. Similar to that, you can also design a learning environment that encourages creativity for these children. And these are points I learned from Resnick and Robinson from the lifelong kindergarten cultivating creativity through projects and passion. Um, Next question is about why is creativity important to companies and organizations? Well, there's two things here. First of all, creative environment sets your company apart from the competition. A company can achieve its advantages by applying the creative ideas and brainstorming for new product development, which is a process called NPD. The services and the product has to be better or different from the competition to for it to stand out, which brings in customers. Especially if, like, your product is unique or services are unique, and the new customers will come in because they want that product. The second part of this is problem solving. Solving problems is critical in the corporate world, which actually requires creative thinking. You don't solve problems without thinking deeply about them, thinking from different angles, right? You have to think about something from different angles so you can come up with strategies to solve the issues at hand. And this is something I learned from the blog, Importance of Creativity in Business, from bau.edu. And next question is about common approaches to creativity. There's two common approaches that I can think of: brainstorming and not giving up. First of all, brainstorming. It's effective because it encourages silliness. You just bring out all your ideas on the paper. You just bring out everything to life. And then once you have everything, then you sit down to boil down the points to something that you want to work on. Because it's not going to be always the first idea that comes to your mind, which is going to be the best idea. You have to think about different ideas, brainstorm everything, and then you figure out what you have to do. And the next point is, don't give up. Give yourself the permission to fail, to make mistakes, and to learn from them, to further increase your creative self. Play around with concepts. It's okay to fail, but what is not okay is to give up. Don't give up. Keep thinking about stuff. Keep at it. Be more creative the next time if you fail the first time, right? And these ideas are learned from 10 Simple Ideas to Get Your Creative Juices Flowing from interactiondesign.org. Lastly, I want to talk about ChatGPT. So we were talking about creative change process and the real life example of it, and what are the factors that influence it, and what are the impact that it has. Well, if you think about ChatGPT, it has recently become very famous because of its personalized take on search engines. The creative idea of combining search engines with a chatbot has been very successful, and now we can see companies like Google and Microsoft trying to replicate the same concept. The idea that AI is becoming famous is not, something that is different in the past. AI has always been on the news topic, right? But nowadays, what is happening is companies like Google and Microsoft, when they're trying to jump in on this new technology, it has become hype. People want to know more about it. And so the factors that I think influence this change, this impact that is having, that everyone is talking about ChatGPT, everything in the world right now is just about ChatGPT, at least from my perspective as a computer science student. I think the factors that influence this are persons, the people involved in this process, the process itself, like how is this transaction happening, the environment. We live in a technology world, so that contributes to it greatly. And finally, the product. The product itself is such a great product that people want to know more about it. People want to learn about it. People want to use it. So the companies just want to jump in on the action and take their profits while they can. Um, and these are the citations that I've used throughout this presentation, and I hope you like my presentation. Thank you once again for listening to me, and have a great day.